Hello everyone and welcome back to the Linksys Series 7 Q&A Part 2. I did not think I had to do two parts here, but it's just getting too long. I didn't want to divide it up and I didn't want to do a 2 hour long video. So we're going on to the next question, right off where we started, or left. Apex Fan 500 asks, your character is my favourite, thank you, along with a whole lot more. Please continue your epic performance, and my question is, what's your favourite thing about voicing Apex? And your most challenging thing to do for the character? Oh. Okay, my favourite thing about voicing Apex is now I'm finally in a little group chat where all the cast members are, so you have a good conversation. I don't say anything, but I don't say anything in that conversation because I don't like talking. Yeah, I'm just there, voicing, just talk. Yeah, my favourite thing about voicing Apex is probably the involvement I get from the group chat that we have. Just when Lucas has something to announce or a video that all of us should see, he sends a link and we just watch it, and it's a good bonding experience, I guess. That's the best way in which I could put it. My most challenging thing to do for the character is probably voicing and doing those long lines I do, especially in episode 10 when I had those like paragraphs or lines to do. I failed at doing those lines, but yeah, it was challenging to do, and that was the best performance I could have got. So yeah, I will continue my epic performance. Nice to know someone thinks they're epic, so yeah, I shall continue it just for you and everyone else that likes it. Okay, yeah, okay. Mary Williams asks, have you had any lines you delivered that now make you laugh? That I delivered that makes me laugh. There was one, I can't remember what it is. I know I had a line which was a Kung Fu Panda reference, which kind of got me laughing when I saw it. When I delivered... I think it was probably in episode 10 where I literally shouted at the top of my lungs, enough with bear. Okay? I scared myself doing that. Because I had to do another line straight after that, like then the same paragraph, I literally had to compose myself, so shout enough with bear and just act completely casual while saying the rest of it. It was so hard, but it was so funny to look at now. PookieFan100 says Pookie is epic, such a soul. Okay, how can you not see it? Don't you see how he fell in battle? Didn't you feel the emotional impact? I can see why fans assume him to be a master planner. No one would suspect a cute teddy, don't you think? Okay, first thing is, I'm sorry that I laughed midway through your question because I was just laughing about my line I did saying enough with bear. And then I get a question about the bear. I cannot see the soul because I can't see souls because I don't have that sixth sense kind of thing. I do not see dead people. I don't see souls. I'm sorry. So obviously I don't see the soul that Pookie has apparently. Don't you see how he fell in battle? Is that when Impus was in a fight and against Vermin? I think it was. I don't know who it was. Where he was just shouting, "Pookie, help!" and it just falls over. Like, or is it where Impus throws Pookie at Apex and it just falls to the ground after hitting the shoulder? I don't know what you mean by how he fell in battle, but I will say the two times where the two scenes I just described, that was hilarious. I love it. Didn't you feel the emotional impact? I'm gonna be honest, no, I was just too busy laughing. I can see why fans assume him to be Master Plan. No one would suspect a cute teddy. The teddy doesn't move. Is it a weeping angel or something? Does it move when no one's looking? Okay. I respect your opinion on how you think is Pookie. Honestly, if it is Pookie, I want a damn good explanation from Lucas why it is. Dr. Crawford. Are you a real doctor? If so, I got something to look. No, I'm joking. Dr. Crawford asked, "Do you think season 7 has revealed who you believe the master planner to be?" Okay, so this is actually tough because towards the midway through, I was like, I think it's Comediac, but towards the end, there was something which pointed out to me of how it's not Comediac. And I'm hoping it's wrong, because I really wanted to be Comediac, and it'll make a lot of sense. As Comediac has the power to change forms, and since Master Plan is humanoid, I don't see a reason why he can't be a Comediac. Or I can't be Comediac. But if it ends up being someone like, I don't know, if it's Dark Ace, I'll be upset. If it... Plot twist is Lynxy. If it's going to be someone that we haven't seen for ages, then I'll just be disappointed. Because I would have thought if it's going to be someone, it needs to be someone that we know of since the Master Plan's been introduced. Not like this very vague character we barely see. And if it's Lynn, I'll just be very disappointed. Because I keep forgetting he's a character. Master Plan takes off helmet, shows us Lynn. I was like, who's that? Oh, it's Lynn, okay. Paul Showman asks, due to limitations, Talis was given not much direct focus until the second act. Was the way it was handled for the better, or would you prefer Monkey King and Sinister were wrapped up quicker, say season 6 or early season 7? Right. Oh god. Okay. Yes, it was handled well. It was handled better than I expected it to be. But I'm just disappointed by it, though. Because at the end of the day, it's called the Talis Saga. And Talis is only the main villain in half the episode. Not even that. 4 episodes. I would say Monkey King and Sinister could have been wrapped up earlier season 7. But if I was to say that, and it actually did happen, I would just complain about that, of how it was rushed. So I'm not going to ask for anything to be changed, because it was done great the way it was, and it's my favourite season now, so I'm not even going to argue with it. Teddy Tushington asked, in season 6, you said your worst character was easily Mrs. Fig. How about season 7? I can't say Mrs. Fig because it wasn't in Mrs. Fig, because Mrs. Fig wasn't in season 7. Worst character in season 7? I don't know. Do I have to give it to them? Oh, I'm going to have to. Yeah, I'm going... The worst character in season 7, I think, is Nanny Plum and Wise Old Elf. Because Wise Old Elf, I don't remember saying much. And Nanny Plum just eats biscuits. So I don't know what you would say. I personally think they're the worst characters of season 7 for the simple reason they didn't say much and the others stood out to an extent. And I actually remember them. So, I'm going to butcher this last name. I'm so sorry. Michael Izoff, I think, asked, this isn't a question, okay, but when you think of it, Master Planner could be anyone. With his voice modulator, it could either be audio voice footage or audio voice footage character, or one of the cast's many performances. Okay. I do need to elaborate with the fact that Master Planner hasn't said anything and just laughed into the camera. That's all he's done. Voice modulator, you're making it sound like this horror movie called Scream 3. And hopefully this will be better than Scream 3, because Scream 3 is terrible. But yeah, to an extent, it can be anyone. But if they need to have control over the voice modulator. And as Pookie isn't real yet, yeah, I'm obsessing you guys now, aren't I? It can't be Pookie. I respect your opinions, though. I'm just saying I do not believe it's Pookie. Yeah, it could literally be anyone, and as long as it makes sense and has explanation, I'll be happy with whoever it is, as long as they've been in a recent episode during Master Plan's existence. Wesley Chappell asked, where do you think Max and Craig were in the remainder of the season? Could one of them be the Master Planner? In the remainder of the season, they could literally be anywhere. For all I know, they could be dead. Where they could have fled Atro City to be in a bunker where they could be safe, I do not know. Could one of them be Master Planner? Yeah, they can be Master Planner, but I personally don't want them to be Master Planner, as Craig, I rarely remember. And if Max is a Master Planner, just imagine the unmasking where it's like, yes, it was me, Max. I was like, if Master Planner does end up being one of my characters, if it was to be a character I want it to be, I would want it to be plot twist Alex. As of the character I voice, I would prefer it be Storm over Max, because like Storm I actually can voice better than Max in my opinion. Molly Moo asks, are there any characters you don't think could be Master Planner? Right, there's one character, but I can't say it because I don't want to get haters. So I'll go with another one. Yeah, I'll go with another one. Ace. There you are. There you are. It can't be Ace. I don't believe it's Ace. That is a joke. Out of the characters that were introduced in seasons that were in season 6 and 7, I personally believe, out of the characters that are still alive, I do not believe it's Apex, because it can't be. I honestly don't know, because it could be literally anybody. That we don't have very much hints, and I'm just saying it can't be Apex because, well, he works for him. Melvin Maverick, man, you guys have great names. Asks, do you believe it's too late to save Kate, or there's hope for Lynxy? I personally think it's too late to save Kate. Like, Kate's gone. Kate was gone as soon as she came on Pandora. That's what I believe. That's all I can say, really. Lynxy's just trying to say that she could save Kate just to give her that little essence of hope that she has to save Kate. But I do not believe Kate is going to be saved. Peter Peterson asks, who was the best human character in Atrocity or Atro City? Chef Cash Tankinson. He won the Crime Stop of the Year award so many times. He's honestly the best character I can think of at the moment, because there's the other options are Angry Grandpa, which appeared once. Mayor Doug West, who left, fled the city, and D-Crack, who, great character, made me laugh a few times. I'm going to say Cash Tankinson because he was there from the beginning and made me laugh throughout the entire series. Vicky Saint asks, do you believe Apex is right and actually Atro City / Atrocity is a ticking time bomb that's waiting to go off, or he's wrong and it's a safe haven that the remaining humans have been hoping for? I personally believe it is a ticking time bomb because like in many movies, things are believed to be a safe haven. So safe. Perfect. Then something happens and it just, boom, not safe anymore. I can't think of an example. The only thing close to that kind of example, ignoring how the movie ends, is in this movie called The Land Before Time 5, The Mysterious Island. Because at the beginning, the main characters had to leave their safe haven because they had nothing to eat. So they left to try and find more food until the food there grows back. But that's not really a great example. But there's so many other examples I could think of where a supposed safe haven is not safe. The Maze Runner in the Glades, done. That is literally the best example I got. Walter Beckett asked, what do you think of the addition of Atrocity / Atro City to the Linksys series? I personally think it's brilliant and it's a great battlefield for everyone. Moving on. That's honestly all I got, I'm sorry. Percy Persington asked, how do you prefer to pronounce the name of the city in Pandora? Atrocity or Atro City? Well, I got one character that says Atro City, I got one character that says Atrocity, and I got one character that doesn't say it at all. So, I'm going to say Atrocity because I prefer that character more. Arthur Artemis, I think? Are there any elements you feel could be improved? I'm trying to stray away from the obvious answer, which would be Talis' saga. But, oh, I can't think of any other improvements that could be, any elements that could be improved. Maybe, if I had more time to do it, then I would have, aimed to get the voice for my characters done better. But other than that, I can't really say anything else. I'm sorry. I don't really have an answer to that question. Chloe Ferns are... Sorry. I actually got a cousin called Chloe, and her last name is Ferns. So I'm actually starting to wonder: are you a different one, or are you like related to me? I don't know. Chloe Ferns asks, worst and best element of the season. Worst element, because the only one I could think of is the Talis arc. Because, like I said, it only started 4 episodes before the end, and yeah, it was good, but it's just too late. It just started too late, and not to mention the entire series is named after her. The best element, my opinion, not biased, the Apex character arc. We got so much I don't know what the word is. We got so much development for Apex, which I appreciate. More love for my character, and I just can't think of anything better than it, really, because the other arcs just, I personally didn't really match up to the standard which the Apex character arc made. I'm trying not to sound biased, but this really is sounding biased. Jerry Sorvik asks, I paid Lucas for exclusive Lynxy related information, and he said he had something, but he didn't recommend me questioning. But I shared with lots of fans, and they agree. Don't diss Linksys when you're doing Pokemon battles. Lucas respects your likes, and as part of the cast, I shouldn't expect you to put it down in any way, so please be more respectful, even in Pokemon battles. When did I diss the Lynxy series in Pokemon battles? No, I'm not even saying that as a joke. I mean, generally honest, I do not remember dissing it. If I did, it was just a slip of the mind. And if I did, I didn't mean to say that. Like, I have respect for Lucas for including me in his own creation, and I would not disrespect him in any way like that. If I did diss Link series in Pokemon battles, then I would like to apologise. I don't recall I've done it recently, so it must be one of my earlier Pokemon battle videos. But yeah, if I did, I am sorry. I do not remember doing it, and I will be looking for that video. I won't be deleting it though, as I won't be able to get it back up. And so, as I said, I'm sorry if I did diss the series. Probably didn't mean to. And if I did, it was probably about something which I wasn't really a big fan of. So let's say I can't think of anything, I'm sorry. But yeah, as I was saying, I won't do it anymore. I haven't done it for a while, and all should be fine, I hope. Princess Tickletum asks, do you see Talis as a main villain? Because I'm curious. If you'll be putting her in your future... Oh, what? Oh, sorry. Okay. Because I'm curious if you'll be putting her in your future main villain rankings. God, I butchered that question. I see Talis as a main villain because she has a saga named after her. And she is supposed to be the main villain according to what Lucas told me. But if she chose to do more, maybe, whether it's henchman or villain, I will probably put her on the main villain rankings. But if not, then she will be on there, just rather low. Anyway, hold on, I just got to check something. Sorry. Sorry about that, my dogs are a bit restless. So I'm going to need to take care of them when I'm done. How many more? Oh, still a fair amount to do. Okay, moving on. Apex Fan 500 asks, should Apex be the main villain of this series as it seems more focused on him? Plus, he's a far cooler character, stern voice, yeah, then calming, calculated personality. Okay, I see why Apex was meant to be the henchman, as it's to show that even though Talis doesn't look strong, she has a big buff henchman as her first mate. But I think, well, even though Apex wasn't the main villain, which I have no problems with, I see him as the main villain in this series, because he actually did something in most of the episodes, more than Monkey King, Comediac, Sinister, Impus and Viper, and Talis. So he done more than Talis, so that's why I think he should have been the main villain. But he was the henchman. I'm happy being a henchman. I don't mind being a henchman, and it's always good to be a slave to someone else. Pookie Hater 2003 asks, with all this Pookie love, do you think like me? Okay, hold on. Let's start that again. With all this Pookie love, do you think like me, this bundle of boo-boos is a waste of a general spot? Now, I know why Pookie has been added, as it's kind of a resemblance to something in Lucas's personal life. Same with Impus and Viper's relationship, which is a link to Lucas's personal life. I'm not going to explain, I'm just going to say his personal life. But, and at the moment, when he was first introduced, I had no problem with him, because I just find it amusing. But when the people start coming and going like how Pookie's the best character ever, how he's the master planner, how he's literally every character in the series, and how he brings the whole thing together, I honestly just don't like Pookie because of what these people have been saying. And personally, yes, I do believe it is a waste of a general spot, as there could be another general that Impus can have, which is more useful. Maybe someone that doesn't really get along well with Viper, and they always have a bit of rivalry going on, like Apex and Comediac had. So that'd be kind of cool, actually. I'm not saying Pookie should be gone for good, because I know people like Pookie. So probably give Pookie a bit of a backseat, but do add another general maybe, and have them not get along with Impus, but not along with Viper, and have Viper have the impression that she's getting replaced as a mother. That'd be kind of cool, you can't lie. Moving on. Delilah Please Return asks, how many villains are in the season, you think? Because fans are debating who should count as a main villain material in this season. And you list a bunch of villains. I would just put my finger up every time we count one, okay? Monkey King, Sinister, Talis, okay. Richard Hazard, no. Max Mitchell, no. Dr. X, I'm not going to count him because all he did was laugh in the camera. Impus, yeah. Viper, technically a henchman, but I'll count her as well. And some Lynxy herself counts anti-hero. Max and Richard. Oh god. Sorry about that. I don't know if you saw anything, but Max and Richard, I would say are more like trying to do the best of their city. Sorry about this, just need to plug my phone in, it's dying. But Lynxy is just an anti-hero. We agreed she was an anti-hero. Me and Lucas agreed she's an anti-hero. So that's what I'm going to go off at the moment. Where was I? Apex, I guess, can count. So that's 6. That's 6 in total. So yeah, that's actually a big increase going to a previous question. Never mind. Oh gosh, I love that name. Pookie Cult member 1056 asks, bet you like that battle between Pookie and Apex. How he rammed right at your character's head. Lol, priceless. Damage you got. Priceless damage. You gotta admit he had you on the ropes. With that attack, Apex was oblivious to even moving like he was paralyzed. I don't know if you're being serious or not, because that's just hilarious. Oh god. Oh yeah, Apex was terrified, mate. I can't move because there's a bear. Oh my god, I'm being completely honest. I don't have an answer to that because that's just amusing. I don't want to ruin this joke. So I'm just gonna leave that as it is. I think it's pretty obvious what my answer would have been. So we're just gonna go straight to the next question. Buzzernut Squash fan asked just a random. So far, are there any villains you afraid will die? Monkey King. Wait, he's already dead. Demon. He's already dead. Dr. Karate. Actually, I don't care about him, but he's already dead. So, as to the villains that I'm afraid will die, including ones from previous seasons, Delilah, Talis, Sinister, and Apex. Those are the main ones. I know I'm probably missing some, but those are the main ones. Little Miss Cupcake asked, some of us thought you felt Season 7 wouldn't be as cool after the Monkey King arc was wrapped up. Was that the case, or did you actually find enjoyment when Talis slowly drew closer to taking control of the season? Yes. I do need to agree. It was better than what I expected it to be. I still kind of prefer the earlier episodes in Season 7 though. But there are some episodes in the later season, like Episode 6, Episode 9 and Episode 10, that were home runs. They were great. Episode 7 and 8 weren't as good, but they're still good though. But overall, it's a great season, and it did put it back up from what I believe could have been a great season at the start, but just got worse as it went on. But it's still good though. Douchey McBag asked, did Season 7 do anything better than Season 6 did? They made Sinister more funny. That's all I can say. They just made Sinister more funny, in my opinion. That's all I can really say. I'm sorry if you want a more explained question, but I don't really know what else to say. I just find Sinister more funnier, and other aspects that came from Season 6 up to Season 7 either stayed the same, may have got a bit worse, or just got better, but I'm just not remembering it. But Sinister had the biggest improvement, in my opinion. Moving on. Fatso Joe asked, did you do this review after a rewatch of both Season 6 or 7, or did you just do it ASAP? After a rewatch of both seasons, and then after a whole week's worth of work. Yeah. That's all I have to say. That's all I can really say. I did watch both seasons. That's all. Yeah, I did watch both seasons, and that's how I came to the conclusion that Series 7 is better than Series 6, in my opinion. Little Bonnie Bunton asked, do our questions in any way help your reviews become more easier for you to do? Made them longer. Does that count? They divide them into different... I divide them into separate videos. Does that count? I don't know what to say. It does, but I read the questions as they come to me. So I read them after I already done the review. So in a way, no, but I do appreciate these questions. No. Dogs die, cats live. I will take offence to that name because I have 2 dogs of my own. But jokes. What's your big deal with Pookie? I don't have a problem with Pookie. I have a problem with the fans that defend Pookie constantly. Saying he's the best character, how he brings so many characters together, how he brings a whole universe together. He's not God, he's a teddy bear. He's not God, he's a teddy bear. Moving on, Stephanie Myers asked, do you think Delilah will be deadly in Season 8? P.S. You think she's more powerful since last time? I like to think she's more powerful than last time. And I think she will be more deadly than Series 8, even though she got into a brilliant fight against Sinister in Series 4, which I still love. And she did quite good in Series 2. So she has quite a big footprint to fill in of her own, but I'm sure she'll do it in no time. Sugar Daddy, oh god, asks, how would you rank the episodes from least to best with an exclamation? You want an exclamation? Right, with that, I'm afraid that's going to need to be a new video, because I still got a fair amount of questions to do now, and if I am to do a ranking of all these episodes from Series 7 from worst to best, I would like to do, and you want an exclamation, I would like to do it in a separate video and that will come out shortly after this one. Okay. Now that just depends if I can remember it, but I will. Stephanie Myers asks, wasn't Talis so cool? Man, okay, I mean, I don't have a problem, but this is like the fourth question you asked, and all of them is about the Lynxians. But yeah, Talis was cool. My favourite design-wise, and even though she didn't do much in Series 7, yeah, I'll say she was cool. She was rad. She was rad. I don't know what to say. She was cool. She was cool. Adam Fan 450 asked, thoughts on the fact that Impus had a statue of you when he was so desperate he needed his prey. It's just weird. It's just weird. I don't know what to say. I just find it very weird and very unsettling, really. It was just weird in my opinion, and I just found it a bit unsettling, but I found it funny when I first saw it, I'll be honest. McDonald's is the #1 job. Is it really? Was the Talis fight long enough for you? Yes, because... Well, yes and no. Because... No, because in video length, it wasn't that long at all. But yes, because it was set over a bunch of pictures showing the fight going on. Emphasised it's been going on for a while. So, yes, it went on for long enough, but no, not on video length. But, so, in a way, yes, I liked it. Mary Ann Jones asks, this was probably already asked, which arc was better, Buzz, Monkey King or Talis? This was asked, and as of those three options, Buzz. But I never thought I'd be saying the Buzz arc was the best out of those three. But Monkey King was on a slow downward spiral, because it was wrapping up, so was Buzz arc, but I think the Buzz arc had that moment where Buzz sacrificed himself, which boosted it up above Monkey King's arc for me. Talis' arc didn't even start till the end of the series. If anything, I think that's the worst arc out of those three choices. Dirty Old Man asks, you think you'll improve next season Apex comes back? Well, firstly, I wasn't aware Apex was coming back next season. Secondly, when Apex does come back, I will like to think I will improve on this character, because I wasn't happy with most of the lines in this series, and I'm hoping I can be more happy with it in the next series is in. Okay. Hello again. Stephanie Myers asks, thoughts on Delilah next season coming back as the main lead. Did it feel like enough time has passed for her return? Too much has passed. Too much time has passed. Okay. Oh my god. I just saw the name for the next guy. So anyway, yeah, I think enough time has passed for Delilah to come back, and I'm glad she is, because taking a step back, Demon Knight has done more, hence why he's my favourite villain. But I've been saying to myself, if Delilah does come back, she's probably going to be my favourite villain after the series she's in. So after Series 8, you might be looking at someone whose favourite villain is Delilah. Moving on. Okay, the thing is, this question was already asked. Can I just skip it? No? Right, okay. Dick Douchey McDicky asked, did you rewatch the Season 7 for this review, or both Series 6 and Series 7, then review it? Both Series 6 and Series 7, and a week of working. That answer your question? Yeah, I rewatched it. I did rewatch it. Linksy is awesome. Assuming you rewatched both Seasons 6 and 7, was a better experience was it a better experience rewatching them both back to back? Yes, it was better. Quite a good experience, and I've noticed that in Series 7 Episode 1, the colours in that just felt a bit more vibrant. Like, it felt more new. Well, it was obviously new, but it felt more vibrant and more stand out than Series 6 did, which is what I like, because I like vibrant colours. Studio Stan asks, thoughts on the cast members. Did anyone you notice improve from last season? Oh. Now the thing is though, no matter what I ask, I'm guessing I'm going to be getting comments in the cast member group chat, where I'm just going to get a bunch of comments from everyone either saying thank you for the kind words or, oh, thank you for your constructive feedback. I hope so anyway. I'll look to do better. Okay, on all the cast members this series, ignoring Lucas, no offense Lucas, out of the actual cast members, worst one for me, easily. Like, I'm not happy with most of my performances. Max's performance, I absolutely hate. Storm, I'm alright with. And Apex, it's just mediocre to me. And I make so many mistakes. But it's only my first series that's only my first series doing voice acting. So it's understandable why it's bad. As to the others, now, the Raptor didn't really do many lines because he was Sinister's friend, and he was also the voice of Richard Hazard as well. So he didn't really say much at the start. He said some, but towards the end he said more, and he was a good voice actor actually. He was enjoyable. Not really much to say though, as he didn't really get a chance to say much, but that's because he's voicing side characters. But he did do great, and if I was to ask all the cast members if they're happy with their performances that they gave this season, I'd like to think that he would say yes, because as long as Sinister's voice actor Carson, I know Carson does. I know Carson will keep retrying his lines until they're absolutely perfect for him. And I'm sure the Raptor will do the same, and I think Satya does the same thing as well. The Joker impressionist, I said this in the last season, I'll say it again, I love your voice acting, I'm going to be honest. Carson, it's obvious you enjoyed doing the episode 2 voice acting. And I would say you had a lot of fun doing the other voice acting Sinister Strange as a whole, really. Satya, I'm going to be honest, I think you're the most improved from the last season. Because Carson and Joke Impressionist were great in Season 6. You were good in Season 6, but you improved in this series. Because knowing that you had more characters to voice, and you had more voice in the next series, you did quite good. I was honestly really impressed with what you did. I was really happy with the voice that you gave Talis and Lynxy, and not have them get confused, which is great. The Raptor, you started this season like I did, so I can't really give any links back to the previous season. So, oops. Yeah, Carson, Joke Impressionist, you did great, just as great as you did last time. Most improved, according to the question, Satya. Well done. Sally Sweetheart asks, on behalf of the Link series fan base, thank you for answering our questions, regardless of what they were what we hoped for. I hope you had a fun review. It was enjoyable. However, due to your is it cool? Oh god, I can't read this. However, it is cool you probably have a busy schedule, but should you feel proud because you made a lot of people happy by doing this, and to us, hopefully yourself, best of luck in 2021. Okay, so I probably butchered that question, but from what I gathered, I think it was just her saying thank you on behalf of everyone for answering their questions. Asked if I was happy with the review. I was. And we still got more questions to do, because this was supposedly the last question and more questions just came in. But yeah, I'm happy with the review. I'm happy with the Q&A. I don't mind doing the Q&A, really. It's just me sat down talking. Who doesn't like to hear my own voice? Yeah, I do have a very busy schedule. I'm only doing this now because A, I have free time, B, I'm not working, and C, I don't have any college work to do. But yeah, best luck for 2021. Best luck to all of you as well. This isn't my first video of the new year, but doesn't mean I can't say best of luck 2021. But moving on. How was your first season for playing... Okay, this was from Lucas, I believe. How was your first season for playing characters for the Linksys series? Good, but I'm not proud of it. Because, like, oh gosh, I'm not really entirely happy with my performance as a whole. Because Max, I'm not happy with at all. Storm is alright, and Apex just mediocre. I made so many mistakes with Apex. But ignoring that, I'm relatively happy with how I got. It was a good first season attempt, and that's the best I can ask for. Okay, and I already done that extra question, so okay, Lucas also added on. Thoughts on cast members' performances? Done. Did anyone improve since last time? Done. Satya mainly. Everyone improved in their own way, but Satya I think improved the most. And I believe that's all my questions. I'm just gonna double check Hangout, see if I get any last minute questions. So till then, I'm just gonna have a look for it, and if you don't mind, gonna eat the nation's favourite biscuit. What's your favourite biscuit? Mine's an Oreo. I wonder if any characters in the Linksys series likes Oreos. Oh, that was the last question. Okay. Great. Now, okay. Okay. So, okay. Now what do I do? I never ate anything on camera, and it just felt so awkward. I was looking for more questions. I just scroll up a bit and I see what he asked. See that last question he asked. So that's actually everything. That's all the questions. And wow, it's a good thing I did cut the video in two, because oh god, that would have been around 2 hours. Altogether, 3 hours. Wouldn't do that. Anyway, that's all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press the notification bell down the corner below. I'll be doing the ranking to the Series 7 episodes when I get round to it. Now I'm going to have the rest of my Oreos, have my lunch, and I'll see you next time.